What is good, YouTube? Katana here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about werewolf. As you guys probably already know, I'm the type of person that tests everything and anything. I've always done that. I don't main werewolf, so there's that. Just putting that out there. But I have played werewolf the majority of patches I've been playing this game. And I've been playing this game since it came out on console. So it's been a minute. And this is also coming from a person that has played every class in almost every way possible. So, and I've seen majority of metas in general. Now, specifically this meta, I already knew werewolf was OP and broken. But before I even made a video stating that it's OP and broken, I wanted to just try it. Because who am I to say it's OP and broken without actually even testing it, right? Because then that would make me super biased. It almost would sound like I'm salty of some sort, right? Now, when it comes down to metas in this game, you know something is meta when the majority of people, not just meta, but even carried, is when a lot of people are using it, right? So last patch, there wasn't nearly as many werewolves, right? And that's because last patch, the major and minor changes, buff changes, weren't a thing. So, werewolves had to rely a good amount on max health to survive, because their heal scales off max health. But this patch, that is far from what they have to do. Now, let me say something about werewolf. It doesn't matter what class you put it on, because the only thing that class does is help you obtain werewolf, survive long enough to obtain werewolf. So for example, like a Stamsork, when they become werewolf, right before they become werewolf, the reason why it's so good is that you have ball lightning, which helps you get out of immobilizations and snares. It absorbs projectiles. Then you have dark deal that helps you sustain, and hurricane that increases your movement speed. So putting all those together, that makes for a class that has decent survivability long enough to get a werewolf. Now, when you become werewolf, you benefit more from your stats than your class. That's just a fact. So that's why when I say the things I say about werewolf, saying that it's its own class, it's because it quite literally is its own class. Now, as you can see, my werewolf is a 27k health max werewolf, 27k max health werewolf, right? And I've been seeing and hearing people say that it takes skill to play a werewolf like this. That's absurd. I'm going to explain why that's absurd. This patch is a health recovery patch on top of a proc patch and all the other stuff, but a big portion of the patch it's a health recovery patch, meaning that you could easily obtain health recovery without even trying to build into health recovery. I don't have a single health recovery set on. I have Shackle Breaker and more Golden, right? And I have 2k health recovery when I pop a pot. So Sugar Skulls and popping a tripod gives me 2k health recovery without having a set like, for example, Elysian Eternal Vigor. If you have sets like those, your health recovery is going to be even higher, right? Meaning you have more survivability. Meaning a werewolf having 25k health could easily survive just like a 40-50k health werewolf. Think about it. Literally, just think about it. The only difference in terms of survivability they have is that if you're getting hit by someone that hits decent, you have to react a little bit quicker. just a little bit quicker. So that's why when you typically see a werewolf, they're like 40k health werewolves because they have slow reaction speed. So that's fine. That's whatever. There you go. That's debunked. A low health werewolf could be just as effective as a 50k health werewolf, and that is a complete myth where people say, you just can't survive. Think about if I were to put on a Lycian on this build. A Lycian. Or even just having Troll King. Who the hell? What the hell? I don't even got a monster set on. I don't even have a monster set on. And look at what the hell I'm doing. I'm fighting people that know how to heal, damage me, and block at appropriate times. Now imagine if I'm in open world. Sadly, my open world clips got corrupted, and I only been testing werewolf for 2 days. And when I was in open world, I was in Imperial City and in Cyrodiil. I had masses of people on me. All the aids you could think of. I had Zon on me. I had the Vate, Destro. I had all that stuff. Look at my werewolf when it's moving. Look how fast I move as a werewolf, right? Now imagine if I were to roll dodge and move some more, or if I were to just even sprint. My mobility as a werewolf is crazy. A1. D1 mobility. Making it super easy in open world to 2x. I hit someone with a howl and a light attack and killed them. If I could beat a player that knows how to literally play, imagine when you're in open world where there's a lot of people that don't know how to play and you're fighting them as a werewolf. You're just pooping on them, right? Now people are gonna say werewolf only has 1 bar, and werewolf is nerfed in that sense. We can't even have an ultimate. You become your ultimate, my boy. My people. You become your ultimate. Why the hell would you need an ultimate? You're already the ultimate. And on top of that, you have 1 bar. You know why you have 1 bar? Because that 1 bar has everything. Everything. You have maim, defile. You have your spammable that hits just as hard or even harder than a D swing. You have your CC that works like mass hysteria, which can hit multiple targets that applies breach. You have your heal that also offers a little bit of sustain on top of that with the morph that I'm using. And then you have the little pounce thing that increases your weapon damage when you press it again. Like, come on. And your light and heavy attacks and majority of your abilities apply dots. They apply dots that hit decent. I don't even have any points at Thaumaturge. Like, what? Like, come on. What you talking about? Now look. Like I was saying before, played werewolf the other patches. And this is the most OP I've ever seen werewolf. Can it get more OP than this? I don't know how the hell it can become more OP than this. I really don't. I'm praying to God that I don't see the day, because then at that point I think everybody and their mother would be a werewolf. But really, if you're a werewolf main and you're getting offended by the things I'm saying, first of all, relax yourself. It's a video game. I don't think you need to raise your blood pressure like that, Grandpa, over a video game. Second off, really sit back and think about your class. When you become a werewolf alone, your resistances and your max resources and your weapon damage gets increased. It's like if you had chewed it on without having chewed it on, and pressing rally without having to press rally, and having bound armaments on at all times without even having to do that. Like, what? What you talking about? And then on top of that, let me ask you something, you werewolf mains. I'm gonna issue a challenge, right? The challenge is go and try to 1vx on we'll give you give you something simple. Try it on Actually, no. You guys don't deserve simple. You've been playing a little bit of furry. You guys should be able to handle. You know, since werewolf takes so much skill, you should be able to handle this. Go cop a 1vx on a mag blade real quick. Tell me how that goes, or you go and duel on a 2H and bow stam sword real quick. Tell me how that goes. You know, do one of those things. Tell me how it goes. Probably won't happen, because, you know, if you ask someone that is a werewolf main to do anything like that or play anything other than a werewolf, they say that's absurd. Why the heck would I do that? I am a werewolf main. Now, that's the difference. That's where your biased opinion comes in. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the person to break it to y'all. You guys are carried. Sadly, you are. And if you want to debate the fact with me, you can try it. You can try it. I'm not making this video to change your minds. I'm making this video to state a point, show the evidence, and then tell you guys again. And I'm going to remind you guys. Because, you know, it's good to be honest with yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. But, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, like, and comment. And if you know a furry, you know a werewolf, show them this video. You know, they might pop a blood vessel or two saying, "You think I'm carried?" Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. Please. This is the purpose of the video. I want them to see it. Now, will they do that challenge that I said? I don't know. I'm not going to say any specific names on who should do it. But if you know who you are, maybe consider it. But if not, to me, you're always going to be a poopy doop zergoon. Alright. I'm going to do this for the one time, just for the one time, since it's a werewolf video. I'm going to do my little howl thing, you know. It's for y'all. I'm going to role play with you furry people real quick. Oh! I hope you have a blessed